Well, I'm Mark Johnson, and I had invited a couple of my friends to church, and they came with us. And the one Sunday that Peggy was talking about, the Encounters group, one of the guys that came, he said, I feel like I should be going to Encounters group. And the other one said, yeah, I should be too. And he said, but last year it was Tuesday night, just like it is this year, and that's our kids' hockey night. I guess it was that Sunday. Peggy came up and she said, we want you to be the table leader. Immediately that created a conflict because I knew it was Tuesday nights. And I really wasn't willing to give up Tuesday nights because I don't miss anything that my kids do, or I try not to. And so I knew that was going to be a big sacrifice. That morning was Communion Sunday. And I took communion and I went over into a dark corner where I thought nobody could see me. And I just got on my knees and God just broke me. And you're getting ready to take communion. This represents the sacrifice that I gave for you. Can you not give me Tuesday nights? How can you argue with that one? So we did. We gave him Tuesday nights. So through that, I said, if you guys want to go, I'll sign up and we'll all go. You go in and you're just thinking, hey, I'm going to do this, and maybe they'll grow a little closer to God.
I knew of Encounter, had never come. Mark and I talked about it and decided it was time for me to come. It was a huge sacrifice on both of our parts for a small reason, giving up our kids, hockey nights, but there's a bigger picture. I gave my life to Christ through Encounter. It actually was October 30th of 2018. From there, just continued on along the journey, noticed more and more of God pushing me, and it was time for baptism, and I knew it was the right move. The day of baptism, it was almost our whole table and then some got baptized that day.
My girlfriend actually told me about Encounter Group, so I came out one night and stuck since. We ended up at a table with a great group of people. Mark, our table leader, has been a very big inspiration. And I don't know if I'd be quite where I am today spiritually if it wasn't for him. And it was actually during a conversation with Mark that led to me giving my life to Christ. And he said that I didn't have to wait to try to be perfect. That was something I had always worried about, was trying to be 100% right the whole time. And I gave my life to Christ at Encounter, and I knew baptism was the next step.
I started going to Encounter the first week that it opened up in January. My fiance and I heard about it. When I first started going there, it was kind of uncomfortable because I didn't know what I was getting into. I didn't know how this whole Encounter thing was going to be. I sat down at the table and Mark was just super welcoming, and the whole table was just really friendly and welcoming, and it just made the experience so much more pleasurable. It's been really life-changing. I gave my life to Christ probably, I think, 4 or 5 weeks into Encounter, and baptism was literally 2 weeks later. So it's been an extremely fast pace too, but it's been really, really good. So I was baptized in, the first part of March, and of course I had to pick Mark to be up there with me. He was the one who oversaw it when I gave my life to Christ, so I wanted him to be a part of that part of my journey as well. And so he baptized me, and it just seemed, and everybody from the table was up there with me. It was an awesome experience.
Being a part of Encounter, of course, has also strengthened, my relationship with Christ. But being able to be a part of a baptism and to see them start to get what God had for them was so much bigger than we could ever hope or dream. It's very undescribable. It was amazing being able to see that and to be there with my friends. And